Hi everyone, it's Bonnie from www.bonniestamp.com. I am sharing with you a card I recently created with the Celebrate Sunflower stamp set and coordinating, wherever they are over here, dies. They're over here. So this cute little set is in our annual catalog. I've created several cards with it. And then today I was doing some coloring and making cards with some other stamping blends that I was like, let me grab my sunflowers one more time and make another card. Just to show you, these are the dies for the sunflower stamp set. Mine's a mess, of course, because I'm always in a rush when I'm putting things back. And as long as I have all the pieces, I'm good. So that's the cute little case that it comes in. And then this is the stamp set, Celebrate Sunflowers. And as you can see, it's a nice big sunflower. We've got some leaves, we've got some words, and we also have this small little sunflower, which I used today on my card. So I'm going to put that off to the side. Just to let you know, this is my website, www.bonniestamp.com. And this is a host code. If you happen to place an order, please be sure to use the current host code so that I can reward you. I'm a little behind, but I definitely will be sharing some happy mail with you soon. So here are my cards. I created two. They're pretty much the same, except for I changed out the words. And those words come from the die set of well-written framelit dies. So they're very cute. And I forget sometimes that we have all these cute little things because I grab what's close to me and use them. But you can see, look at the green is still in there from the friend. But we have a happy birthday, we have a sympathy, we have wishes, hooray, baby, groom, bride, miss, thank you, happy. So you can create numerous words. They're quite nice in the die cut machine that you use. Easy to get out, just need a little poker. But I did create, let me just push this off to the side. There's the happy just to show you, and the birthday. And then I did make the friend because I am going to use the friend, and you can just see how nicely it comes out of the paper. So very cute dies that, again, that I always seem to forget. So we're going to create this card. Again, they're pretty much the same, so I'm just going to put one off to the side so I don't ruin it. I seem to have a problem with that I have everything. I work in a very small quarter here. I have a big table, but I work like in a very 2x2 space. So our card today is the small sunflower. I'm using Stampin' Blends. And to create this, if you grab your trimmer, grab your bumblebee paper and your old olive and the thick white cardstock. What you're going to do is you're going to cut your card base at 8.5 by 5.5, and then you're going to score it at 4 1/4. So then that makes your nice little card. The old olive you're going to cut at 5 1/4 by 4, and then the thick white you are going to cut at 5 and 3 3/4. So I'm just gonna throw you off here because I made it with olive. I was like, oh, let me make this one a little different. So I was like, let me use old olive as my card base. So again, this is 8.5 by 5.5, and then I'm gonna score it at 4, which I forgot to do. So what we do is we grab our little trimmer. You bring this to 4 1/4. This lighter gray one is your score. Run it back and forth. And you now have your card base. The top piece here, or layering piece, first layering piece again, is 5 1/4 by 4. The little rule is 1/4 inch smaller on each layer. Next is the thick white cardstock. Yes, we have two types of white. We have the whisper white cardstock and then the thick white. Thick white is recommended when we use the stamping blends because the alcohol from the blends, it absorbs so much nicer on the thick cardstock. So we're going to put this down here too, just to show you. Again, it's 1/4 inch smaller. So it's 5 inches by 3 3/4. This little pattern paper here comes from the Flowers for Every Season. It's a cute little assortment with lots of colors in it. And I chose this one, which has a pretty bright floral on the other side, but it just has the plain yellow with a little bit of color to it, the bumblebee color. Sorry, not yellow. So it has a little bit of a design in there. And this is, believe it or not, just 1.5 by 5, because I'm going to layer it on my top piece here. So I want it the same length, but only at 1 1/4, 1.5. Okay, so put that off to the side. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to grab some Memento ink. Whenever you work with Stampin' Blends, you want to use Memento ink in the Tuxedo Black. I'm going to put this, I'm trying to watch here. I'm so rusty when it comes to videos. So I used to do them all the time, and then I kind of got sidetracked. So now I'm trying to get back in. So you're going to ink it in the Memento ink, and then we're going to take, let me just, I have 2 Post-it notes. Just going to move this up here. Okay. I'm going to ink it. You just tap it, and I'm just making sure the center gets tapped as well. I don't know why I keep turning the paper. And then you're going to stamp it 3 times. So I'm going to go 1, press down nice, tap it again. I'm going to rotate it around. 2. Uh-oh. And this one's going to be off. Don't like that. So watch what we do. We turn it over. As simple as that. All right, let me try it again. We're going to go this way. Whoa. See, this is why. Okay. And then I'm going to turn it and have it go this way. And now I'm going to have it go this way. I want my leaves kind of going all different ways. So I have it going, the leaves are here, here, and there. You can see how I did that. I also stamped on scrap paper 2, because I didn't like how this one came out. Another one so that I can have it for an embellishment, as you can see on this as a pop-up. So I made 4. So, and I used already the little die to cut it out just to save some time with the video. So you can see how nicely it cuts it out. So you can pretend, ooh, wow, see how fast? Okay. Just gonna put that off to the side for a second. I'm gonna close up my ink because I don't need it anymore, because I always seem to get my projects in there. Gonna scoot this over this way, and now I have just my flowers. Hopefully you can see them. I can scoot it in just a little bit more. I'm gonna grab my Stampin' Blends, and in this case, what I've used is, I've grabbed both the light and the dark of the cinnamon, just to show you here. Okay, so that's the cinnamon. Then I have the 2 old olives, dark and light. I only have the dark pumpkin pie, and I have the dark daffodil delight, and also my color lifter. And the reason why, I'll just show you here, I really didn't do contrast with the yellow, with the daffodil and the pumpkin. I kind of just put it on and that was it. But you can kind of see with the cinnamon how it's two-toned, and that's why I need the light and the dark. So what I'm going to do first, and you're going to see, there's no rhyme or reason here. I'm just going to take, and I'm going to color the center. I'm not worried about staying in the lines, because that's what the blends are so awesome about. I started with the dark, and now I'm just going to go over with the light. You can see I'm pressing down and swirling. I'm not really pressing down. I'm lightly pressing down and swirling over in the circular motion. All right. Do this. I don't know. I felt it was a good day to color. So I made a whole class with Stampin' Blends for this week. I had made one card last week, and then I made another card, and I was going to make another card, and then I was like, you know what? I want to make another sunflower, because it's like that season of sunflowers. Like it's fall, pumpkins. All right. And then that's that. Next, I'm going to take my pumpkin pie, and I kind of do the same thing. I kind of just go around the middle here. And I will tell you, whoops, hold on. But you can even see it. The point, it is messy. I could use a new one, and I probably have one in my stash over there. But I'm not really worried about the lines right now, so I'm just being careful as I go around the sunflower in the center, because I wanted more color towards the center. And you can see I'm just adding color. I'm not staying in the lines. I'm not tracing any lines. I will say though, there are times I make mistakes and I want to shoot. I want to be like, I ruined my project. Now, this is the daffodil one. I'm going to use this point though, just because I have to go towards the edge. And again, you're going to press down and go circular. And I'm going right over the orange because I want the orange, the pumpkin pie, because I want it to blend with the pumpkin pie. So I made a goal for myself that every Sunday I was going to create a video. So it's Sunday. It is currently 3:53. So that makes me happy that I'm getting my video in. I'm very rusty. I apologize. And I hope in time and practice, I'm only going to get better. It's a new goal of mine. And I really want to make sure that I deliver the best videos to you to share with you how to create pretty cards using Stampin' Up! Products. I've been a demonstrator now for almost 17 years, which is just crazy to me. My craft room is full of stuff, and I have a hard time parting with it. And you know, everyone's like, oh, during quarantine, did you clean your craft room? No, I did not. It's organized mess, I guess you could say. I hope you guys will have that kind of problem too, that you have so many craft supplies. I don't know. I love crafting. I do want to start doing Facebook Lives as well. But until I get more practice, I'm going to just do videos like this. So you can see how this is all nicely coloring. I don't know if you can see like how it kind of blends in and it keeps, how it keeps it two-toned. And that's kind of what I wanted. I don't really have to use my color lifter, but I have it off to the side just in case. I really kind of just want to show you, like I did that, the paper pumpkin, the pumpkin pie first, and now I'm just coloring over it in circular motion. So hopefully you can see that. All right. So it's October 18th. Crazy to think that it's already that late in October. It feels like time is just going by so fast. Again, I'm going over the pumpkin pie with the daffodil, using the smaller point side so I don't go too much out of the lines. I probably, if I wanted to, could use the brush side, but this has a little bit of a firmer tip. Let me see if I can show you. Like it's just firmer, so I'm able to control my stroke. Always a good thing. I had a class last night. We made a sunflower card. They were very happy. So while I was putting my stuff away, that's how this became the third card for my card class this week. Okay, so all three are done. You can see how fast that went. And now I'm going to do my last one, which is my embellishment. The Stampin' Blends, we have a good amount of colors. Not all the colors, but we have a good amount. I own all of them, of course, because I love them. When I first started, the markers were like the end-all to... And now, the blends, like, I just love how you can color over the pumpkin pie, and it blends it, and it still keeps the pumpkin pie. Like, can you see that? Doesn't that look so pretty? I don't even think I need the color lifter. And then, look, I have stuff on my hands from before when I was crafting. Adhesive. So you can see, look, I don't even really need my color lifter. I don't use it as often as I used to because I guess have not mastered, because there's always room for improvement, but the coloring and how you can shade. So now I'm going to add my Old Olive. I'm using the dark color first. I always use the dark. I don't know why, but I think someone gave that tip that you use the dark first so that when you go over it with the light, it blends it. And you know what? It seems to always work, so I don't think I need to change. So there's that. I'm going to get my light Old Olive. And again, I'm using the smaller tip because the image is so much smaller, and I really want to try and stay in the lines. And I'm using a circular motion when I color over. One of my friends posted, she lives in Canada, it snowed already by her. Do not want any snow yet. I'm good. So not a cold weather person. I would much rather it to be sunny and hot. Okay, so, whoops, one more. So now the alcohol, or the blend markers here, they dry rather quickly. Like it's all done. What do you guys think? And now look, I remember I stamped on that side and I just turned it over. Turn it over, bad side, good side. Okay, I'm going to use our stamping seal, which is our new adhesive to Stampin' Up! In this catalog. Let me zoom out just a little bit. And I'm going to press down, press down, press down, press down. Always sticking to my hands, but that's okay. Gonna press down. Now the trick, always turn it over when you want to smoosh it onto the paper. Now I'm gonna add my ribbon, which I've got some ribbon here. Now you can, oh no, I'm lying. I'm gonna add my pattern paper. Come on. Sometimes you just gotta give it a little nudge, like that. And we're gonna add the paper right here. Sometimes I leave like a little white edge. So we'll leave a little white edge on this one. I'll make this one different than my other cards. That's usually what happens. I make one, and then on my second one, I change it somehow, ever so slightly, whether it's the paper, whether it's the ribbon, whether it's the words. Now, some people do the ribbons like this, and in this case, I'm going to show you how to do it this way. Because I know a lot of people struggle with bow making, and this way I can show you how I tie a bow on my video. Okay, so there's that. I just love how everything matches. Look at how pretty this ribbon matches the paper. The designer paper matches. Even though the blends were daffodil with the pumpkin pie, I think it matches perfectly with the bumblebee. Gonna grab my card base, which in this case is Old Olive. Gonna place it down like so. Right? Now I have my little embellishment, right? So I can put that there. And then I have my little friend thing that I cut out, remember, from before? Let me pick. Where's my poker? My poker was here. I cleaned up before I started my video. Okay. I'm going to grab, hold on. I saw it on the floor. My little silicone mat here, because when you're doing with the adhesives, oh, I didn't get all the pieces out. Oh, still one more. Okay. I'm going to grab my glue. Now the trick with this, let me zoom in just a little bit for you guys. Let me move it over. Okay. The trick is this comes out rather quickly, but it's really great glue, liquid glue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out a dot here, and then I'm going to kind of go around very lightly and like spread the glue with the tip of the pen, of the bottle pen. And you can see I'm just oh so slightly squeezing out to get more glue. Okay, pick it up. I'm gonna grab my card, zoom back out, and I'm going to put my little friend right here. Now, perfect. Press down. How cute is this card? Quick card, right? Hopefully I haven't gone too fast, but you can see my flowers, how pretty they all came out. Now, just to humor myself, let me just zoom in for a second. If you want, you can take this color lifter. You can take the stroke side, and if you kind of want to give some contrast, you can go around and lift some color up. Now, don't be alarmed if you don't see it right away. Sometimes it takes a second for it to dry, and then all of a sudden you'll see the different layers of color from using the color lifter. Gives it a little bit more of a dramatic effect when you use the color lifter, because you'll get more definition, you'll get better shading. I honestly liked my card the way it was, but you know, I also want to just show you how the color lifter may work to change it a little bit. Okay. There you go. Not much of a difference. It might have just made it more mellow in the color. Okay. Bow making. Everyone loves to make bows. I absolutely love to make bows. Nobody loves to make bows. They're always like, Bonnie, make my bow. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the ribbon, and I'm keeping it attached to the spool. This is bumblebee ribbon. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a loop like so. I'm going to pinch it with my pointer and my thumb. I'm going to wrap it around my pointer, and you get like a little loop. And then you can see it this way, that there is a little loop right here. I'm going to place this ribbon through that loop. So you can kind of see my thumb kind of pushes through. I'm going to grab it. It's a little loose bow. Hold on to that tail so it doesn't go all the way through. Oh, so gently create your bow. Now, I'm almost ready to pull. Big trick. Pull left and right, east and west if you want. I usually use directions so that the bow stays flat. And there you go, your bow. Almost perfect every time. I'm just gonna grab my scissors, cut on an angle. That's 1, and that's 2. What you guys think? Was that a good bow lesson? Did I go too fast? Let me just grab my mini glue dots. I'm going to kiss the bow with the mini glue dot, and I'm going to place it on the ribbon like so. This one I had tied around the whole base, so you can't see it. I tied it around the whole base and then made a bow. But I know people struggle with that, with holding the ribbon, making it tight enough. So a lot of the times they're like, can you just show us how to make a bow? I'll show you one more time. I'm at the end of my spool here, okay? But you're gonna take the end, make a bunny ear. I'm pinching it with my pointer and my thumb. I'm gonna wrap it around my pointer where I make a loop. I'm gonna put that ribbon through that loop and pull it. Now, I don't want to lose that tail from that very first time. So you just gently pull, 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 and then left and right so that your bow stays flat. Okay. So my card is almost done. The only thing left that I have to do is add my embellishment. And in this case, I'm using our black dimensionals. I'm gonna put one here. I'm gonna put one here. Now I find when I use my dimensionals not to cover the ribbon because it just doesn't lay as nice. And I'm going to just put my little flower right there. Have you guys seen these beautiful champagne rhinestones? Love them. And I'm gonna just take them out. As you can see, I've been using them. And I just am grabbing with my fingers because that's normally what I do. I'm going to put an eye. I'm going to dot my eye with one of these lovely little gems. I know some people can pick them up with their scissors. I like to challenge myself to randomly just put some dots around. So now my card has some bling, and it is ready to go out to one of my friends. I hope you enjoyed today's card, and it will be available on my website, so www.bonniestamp.com. And again, this is a host code. If you do place an order, you will get credit from me, and I will send you something in the mail as a thank you. Have a great day, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me.